Book review. So, today's book review. The very first martial art I was introduced to, I was about 8 years old. Up till then, everything was just kung fu or karate. I thought it was all the same stuff. I didn't realise there were different martial arts. I didn't realise that there were different offshoots of each system and style within itself. But again, I was 8 years old, so I can be forgiven for this. There was a film by he who will not be named, the great ponytailed one, who is one of the few people on the planet that does not deserve the title of being a martial artist. His martial art was Aikido. That was the first thing I was introduced to. I thought the wrist locks were kind of cool. As I've grown older, I don't teach Aikido as part of the syllabus. There's a couple of wrist locks that are just sort of a show. We don't really recommend them too much. So today I will be covering in the book review Aikido, Traditional Art, Modern Sport by Brian N Bagot. This book I've had for over 20 years. I liberated it from my older brother's book collection. I say collection. I'm going to review it. As an instructional for Aikido, it's quite good. It's clearly printed out, it's clearly written, as well as the pictures, actual pictures showing what to do and what not to do. Big full-on pictures, illustrated pictures. It's big on its pictures is what I'm getting at. As an introduction to Aikido, as an instructional on how to do Aikido, this is a good book. The problem, of course, is it's a very good, clear instructional book on something that doesn't really work. Aikido is passive. It's all reactionary. You've got to wait for the guy to attack you, which is not where we want to be. We never want to be on the back foot. If I'm waiting for you to attack me, it completely takes out of the equation being able to use something preemptively. A lot of the projection techniques, which are their versions of throws, don't really work against anybody who knows how to base or knows how to fight back. The philosophy with Aikido essentially is, if you're walking along a path and some guy comes at you to attack you, you should be able to go plump, put him on his back, you carry on walking, he gets up completely unharmed and goes, what just happened? Unfortunately, we know that in today's society, if you do that and you carry on walking and the guy isn't hurt, he's just going to attack you from behind. From a purely art point of view, if you're into Aikido and you like it and you enjoy it for the sake of the art, then by all means keep doing it. This is a pretty good book to have. If you're doing Aikido because you think it's going to keep you safe when you walk alone at night through the bad part of town, you're in for a very rude, very violent awakening. So the book is quite good. Aikido itself, I wouldn't recommend taking up. I don't mean to upset anyone or offend anyone with that. It's just my own personal opinion. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of videos of people using boxing, judo, Thai boxing, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, freestyle wrestling, of people using these things in real life confrontations. We've got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of security footage, mobile phone footage of people using this stuff to defend themselves in a real fight. In the many years I've been watching YouTube videos on martial arts, I've only ever seen one clip where somebody sort of uses an Aikido wrist lock. It was that night, it was in a bar I think outside of Canada, and the guy sort of comes at him and he uses the wrist lock projection, and the guy goes over. The guy was drunk when he was attacking, so if you'd stepped to the side, he would have gone over anyway. That's the only technique video I've ever seen of Aikido being used for real. The other technique video I've seen was, I can't remember whereabouts it was, Thailand or Cambodia or something like that, you'll have to forgive me. There was a guy stood facing off a bunch of police officers, he had a knife in his hand, a police officer comes up from behind him and does the old wrist lock like that, and the guy goes, ugh. So what we get there is, from the only two pieces of evidence we have, from the two footages we have, Aikido works really well against a drunk guy who's off balance anyway, or against the guy that you can sneak up from behind on. So the book, quite a good book. If you're into Aikido, it's worth having it. I personally don't rate Aikido as a good fighting style for a martial art. If you're in it for the art, if you're in it for the personal development, for the spiritual side of it, by all means go with it. But the book, it's worth having. Aikido isn't. If you have any questions or comments, any suggestions on books that you'd like me to review, if there's a particular style that you'd like me to review a book on, if you'd like me to do reviews on independent martial arts, let me know. Please do like and share this footage. Even if you don't agree with what I've said here, share the footage, get a conversation going about it. As always, stay vigilant.